Try that again. Hey, people. It's me, Guy Meyer, June 4th, 2026. Uh, I don't know where to begin. It began a long time ago, didn't it? The whole thing. And this show is just happens when it happens, and I wish it could be more regular. Maybe it's something's going to happen to put it all together and make my life line up and just feel like it's completely clicking. You know what I mean? With everything. No, that's probably impossible. Anyways, did I say it's June 4th? It is a couple of days after the election in California. And I don't know, this comedy of disaster that's our life on the planet Earth. Um, it's pretty, it's off the wall, isn't it? It's amazing. And it really bothers me, and I think it would bother all of us, people who are getting old, uh, that it's just gotten so completely off the rails, and that uh, older people are getting ready to pass on in this lifetime, and younger people are left to pick up the pieces. Um, though I think they seem to have a stronger idea of where it needs to go, and maybe they're dismissive of any old person who thinks that they even might have anything to offer, which I'm not sure I do. But yeah, lots of buts. But wait a minute, as Pigpen would say. Um, yeah, uh, I'm gonna bring Steve Hilton on. And let's hear him say something. He's not talking to me directly, but he's talking to the world, and uh, and let's see what the the ongoing left versus right, and I hate you and you hate me and I hate them and we should be deadly afraid of all of them, whoever them are. You know them. Could be me, could be you, could be depending on who you're talking to. That's the way the world is. Let's see here. We got Washington D.C. here. Where's that? Oh, let's see. Push a button, guy, and see what happens. No, not that button. Push computer button. Oh, I know that button. And now this is a good one from me. Gerontocracy in elected officials. I think that has to do with somebody getting old, right? Let's see what some.
You just lied to Congress.
Oh, okay.
So this is a video of a cabinet meeting literally from last month.
No, wait a minute.
I like to sleep a little bit, maybe not 12 hours, but at least 6.
Secretary Rubio, have
Not
you
sleeping.
been at more than
To be sold around the world. On issue after issue, that's been the case. You talk about foreign aid reforms. This is not our money. This is taxpayer money.
Secretary Rubio, have
Not
you
sleeping.
been at more than one meeting where President Trump has fallen asleep?
That's false. That's false. I've never seen him fall asleep. On the contrary, the guy doesn't sleep, which is a big problem because he calls me at 2 in the morning, he calls me at 5 in the morning. And I like to sleep a little bit, maybe not 12 hours, but at least 6. So he works. The other day he was at the Oval Office until
Secretary Rubio?
12:30 p.m. 12:30 a.m. I don't know what you're talking about.
Secretary Rubio, I'm going to show you in a moment a video that shows you just lied to Congress.
Oh, okay.
So this is a video of a cabinet meeting literally from last month where Donald Trump is sleeping while you're talking. Please show this video.
Coalition of countries that line up behind the peace deal, behind the border peace, and it's still every day is a challenge. But it's been driven personally by the president. It's the reason why we're involved in this whole Ukraine-Russia conflict. That's not our war. It's not the president's war. This war started. It never would have happened if you'd been president. But this war is going on, and the president is trying to end it.
You are literally talking about issues of war and peace, and Donald Trump is.
Well, yeah, but Rubio said he's never seen him asleep, and Rubio wasn't looking at Trump, so that doesn't prove it's a lie. Um,
Sleeping right next to you.
No, he's not.
If Donald Trump cannot stay awake at these important meetings where the cameras are rolling, imagine what he's like when the cameras are not there. So I'm going to ask you, have you been at classified meetings where Donald Trump has fallen asleep or had
I've never
trouble
been at
staying
any
awake.
meeting. I've never been at any meeting where and the things you're showing me now, he was not falling asleep.
Unbelievable. My favorite part of the second clip is that Trump is like out, and then he wakes up and looks at Marco, and then he's just like, "Yeah, I'm going back to sleep." I mean, it's incredible, and this happens all the time. And Rubio has to be "Oh no, I've never seen him fall asleep." That's what you just showed me. That he's not asleep. I think the White House has said this is extended blinking or something like that.
Well, again, you haven't proven your case there. Trump is probably sleeping a lot, but if Rubio's staring ahead and going a mile a minute, maybe he doesn't notice that the president is sleeping. So, I don't know. What else have we got to prove here in our crazy world? Am I defending Trump over his sleeping? Of course he's exhausted. He's up at 2 in the morning, creating absurd messages to drive us all crazy. Boy, oh boy. What a world. Let's find Steve Hilton here.
Trump's praise of you today was obviously glowing. You and I talked the other day, and you're.
When you're in a peak moment, the music playing itself 100%, is there still a fill?
No,
Is there a person observing and keeping track of the experience?
Yeah, everybody has a witness. I think it's this little diamond thing way down in your subconscious, and it's like I don't know. I think I might be recording everything, for the afterlife. But as far as the persona, the mask that we wear when we're walking around the street,
That's gone.
there's only the music.
Right. Yeah, and when that happens, it doesn't need to happen that often because it's so deeply moving that you're going to chase that for the rest of your life.
And that's the thing about music; it is infinite. So it's like the Zeno's paradox: you can chase it your whole life, but you can never quite get there.
When you're in a peak moment, the
Wow.
music playing itself 100%,
This
is there
an
still
accident,
a fill?
but
No,
Is there a person observing and keeping track of the experience?
Everybody has a witness. I think it's this little diamond thing way down in your. You can chase it your whole life, but you can never quite get there.
When you're in a peak moment,
okay, when you're in a peak moment, indeed. Okay, Guy, you ready to get back into your peak moment? This is my peak moment. Are you peaking? Yes, I'm peaking. Don't peak. Okay, what was I looking for? Oh, I know, before that. There. Steve Hilton, he's having a peak moment here. What's going on? How can I stop?
Possible at this point that he would be a contender, but he said this yesterday.
There is no world imaginable where Steve Hilton wins in the November election, not only because he's a Fox News host, but because he's endorsed by the president. How does that work in California? It doesn't work.
Trump's
All right.
praise of you.
I can't,
No,
Jesus Christ. Come on, Guy. Start.
Trump's praise of you today was obviously.
We're listening in here.
We talked the other day, and you're happy to have that support. I know, and you see yourself as wanting to work with the president. Chad Bianco, though, is another Republican candidate for governor. So I've been looking at his numbers. He's obviously at the bottom.
This must have been recorded just before the election.
That he would be a contender, but he said this
primary.
yesterday.
There is no world
June 2nd,
imaginable
that was
where
election day.
Steve Hilton wins in the November election, not only because he's a Fox News host, but because he's endorsed by the president. How does that work in California? It doesn't work.
Dave Wasserman, I know you've been so busy, you probably didn't hear this, but he was on in the block before, going about various states. He's obviously with the Cook Political Report. And he said, and I quote, Steve, "This race seems like it is effectively over. There is no way a Trump-endorsed Republican is going to win the general election. So the victor here is Becerra." What do you say to Dave Wasserman, who's obviously his job is handicapping these things, and Chad Bianco, who's a Republican like you who ran against you?
I think they're very different categories. I think that is, let's start with Dave Wasserman. Of course, that's the conventional wisdom. I totally understand that. And that's how it has been in California. So it's not surprising that someone who doesn't actually live here would say that. But if you do live here, if you experience what's going on in California, then I think you'll pick up a real sense of more than frustration, even rage against what's been happening here. You've got 56% of Californians now saying that the state is moving in the wrong direction. Real frustration with the fact that we pay the highest taxes in the country and get some of the worst results. And so I think that actually this year could be different.
Trump's praise of you today was obviously glowing. You and I.
When you're in a peak
Okay,
moment, the
peak
music
moment. Stop. Okay, let's. All right. Briefly with that little CNN excerpt there, which was fascinating. And Hilton is in that box. They lead off with the Trump-backed Hilton. Yes, and how relevant is that going to be? Now, you would think that with Democratic California, 50% registered Democrat, 25% registered Republican, and 25% independent, that of that 50% Democrats, probably 90% are going to react immediately with impossible. They would never vote for Steve Hilton no matter what, and maybe 95%. But then you got the 25% independent, and you got your Republicans. Now, some Republicans I've already seen on websites think that Hilton is just a closet liberal, that there's something really off with Hilton. He doesn't have the hard edge of Chad Bianco. And Chad Bianco, states absolutely that Hilton can't win. I think he can, and I think it's going to be interesting. But he's got to, he's really got to bridge that gap, and I think it'll be important for him to find some places where he can define himself differently than President Trump, and the people who in the Republican world who think he's not strong enough on the Second Amendment or variety of things, they'll have to pay attention and recognize that when Steve Hilton gets in there, if he gets in there, the power still of what he can do, just with the veto power of this 600 or 700 bills every year that come through to the governor's desk. To me, it's just like that in itself is a barrage. If my campaign for governor is now, I guess, in the hands of Steve Hilton. But I would vote for Becerra, too, if he said he would do that, if he would come in and just say, no, I'm not going to take all this crap. But, of course, he's a Democrat, so he's gonna say it's okay. What was I saying here about what I would do? Yeah, just tell the Assembly and Senate, you better cut that back. 700 bills is too much. What's really important, and that anything that comes through that's just expands the bureaucracy is going to get a veto. And not only that, get in there with a scalpel and use your executive power as governor to do quite a bit as Trump did, but maybe with more skill. I think that's possible. I think you could do it with more skill. I don't think that'd be that hard. All right, where's Steve? I think he's got to create a little room between himself and the president. But on the other hand, the President Trump is it's not entirely black and white, people, is what I would say. It's like, he's
The struggle of running a small business, the struggle for working people in California, young people who don't see their future in California anymore, who think that they have to move to another state to have that dream of owning their own home that we used to offer better than anywhere else in the world. That's what we need to get back for California. The belief that we can offer that. And so to every young person watching in California, whether you voted for me or not tonight, I just want you to know that I see you. I believe in you. I know that you can do it. I know that we can do it. We can make California a place where When you work hard, it's not just a struggle. That's why my plan is so simple and practical, not ideological. We've had enough ideology in California, haven't we? It's time. It's time for positive, practical things. I'm fighting for working people in California so that you can keep more of what you earn. The best way to put money in people's pockets is to take less out of it in the first place. And that's what I'll do as your governor. Your first 100 grand tax-free.
Whoa.
Simple, practical things to make life less of a struggle for working people and for small businesses. Most of my career has been in business. I've run small businesses, including restaurants. That is a tough business, by the way. And here's how we're going to help small business in California. Number one, simple, practical things. $800 every business has to pay to the government just for existing. That's crazy. We're going to get rid of that. We're going to help small business.
There's so much crap that the small businesses have to put up with. It's just
Working people in
amazing.
California paying the highest gas prices in the country. That's insane when we have abundant oil reserves right here in California. As long as we are using oil and gas in California, let's use California oil and gas. That's the plan. And that way, we can get our gas prices down. $3 gas. That's the plan.
Well, that's a little bit.
Electric bills,
Tricky
the
there.
highest in the country, double the national average. We can have a sensible energy policy, cut your electric bills in half. This is the kind of thing that we need to make our state Cal-affordable. Cal-affordable.
I don't know,
So
Steve,
we
but
restore that basic dream, a good job where you make enough to raise your family in a home of your own, in a safe neighborhood with a good school so your kids can have a better life. That
all right. Well, you know, I voted for the man, and I'm admitting it. And I don't think you can promise too much in the affordability zone. It's a battle up ahead. There's just stuff going on, and I don't think there's any magic wands, but to begin to alter the whole framework of what this bloated bureaucracy and I don't know what I missed or what I got, people. It just was. Hi, yeah, it's me, Guy, again, and I just had the record button on, and then nothing on the little recording device had run out of space, and went on for God knows at length with the most eloquent and brilliant conversation monologue you ever heard, and it's all gone, which is just classic for you know who, that being me. So let's go back to Steve Hilton in case I might be able to replicate some of this.
we're not there yet, but it's looking good. It looks very much as if Californians really will have the chance to vote for change in November and take our state in a new direction, a fresh start for our state, which is long overdue. But I just want to say something to every single person who voted for me and every single person who voted in this election, whether you voted for me or not. I am here for you, for every single one of you. Because I have to tell you, it's the greatest honor of my life to stand before you now. Well over 1 million Californians have put their faith in me. The number is rising. But here's what I want to say as someone who is a new American citizen. So proud to be an American, so proud to be a Californian. What an incredible honor. The first time I've run for office, over 1 million people and rising, voting for me to take this incredible state in a new direction. And I know that some of you may be watching and saying, who is this guy with a funny accent? Thinks he can be governor of California. Well, you know, there was actually an immigrant who was governor of California not that long ago. And I remember
I remember when I became an American citizen, that certain governor you may remember, he said, congratulations. He made a very nice video. He said, but Steve, you got to get the wrong jacket. You got the wrong jacket. And I made a pledge that day that one day I would get the jacket that Arnold told me to get on my road to being governor of California. And here it is. I am a proud American. There's the jacket. And I am a very proud Californian. A very proud Californian tonight. Arnold, that was for you. Yes, exactly. And California. So I've been traveling this state for the last year. We started off a scrappy little startup, just a handful of rebels, believing that this state could be better than it is today. We're already the best place in the world, no question about that. There's nowhere better than California. But we all know that this state has gone off track and we need to get it back on track. And I've seen the struggle that Californians are facing today. That is the word, and it's a very sad thing to say about our beautiful state. And I've been on the road and doing hundreds of events and the town halls and all the people that come, and I see it in your eyes, the struggle of running a small business, the struggle for working people in California. Young people who don't see their future in California anymore, who think that they have to move to another state to have that dream of owning their own home that we used to offer better than anywhere else in the world. That's what we need to get back for California. The belief that we can offer that. And so to every young person watching in California, whether you voted for me or not tonight, I just want you to know that I see you. I believe in you. I know that you can do it. I know that we can do it. We can make California a place where when you work hard, it's not just a struggle. That's why my plan is so simple and practical. Not a business to start and raise a family. This is the place. This is the place. This is the place. And it's not just for all of us in California. Not just for everyone in our state, our friends and neighbors, our families who are looking for a better life, that dream of a better life. It's actually really important for our country. Here's something you may have heard.
Yeah, and I hope I captured the, God, do I have to do that over again? Chad Bianco saying there's no way in ever that Hilton is going to win, and CNN describing him as the Trump-backed candidate. And I was saying, and I'm saying it now again, 50% of Californians approximately are registered as Democrats. About 25% are registered as Republicans. About 25% are independent. He has a strong chance of winning. And I think we've got to, I personally, I want to ride this with him. I want to influence California too, because I really think that the environment is it's for all of us. You know, it's Republicans and Democrats. It's our country. What surrounds us is our environment, right? We all know this. This is our environment. And the environment is not just the birds, the bees, and the trees. It's everything. It's humanity, our mess. And how do we make it beautiful? And how do we restore every town's rights to control its own public safety, growth? We've got terrible traffic everywhere. I mean, I swear I was surprised going down to places like Salinas in the middle of, south of Monterey, farm country, and at this rush hour, it's like, 4:00, but it's like, where is all this? What is all this traffic about? I'm not sure, really. I mean, there's issues going on that are well beyond our abilities to turn this off. But I think, and you know, I'm beyond Democrats or Republicans because I'm a Sitting Bull kind of environmentalist. But I think that the planet is moving to that direction. We are going to have a population slow down. We don't have to have immigration at the levels that we've had forever. Demographically, the baby boomers are, I'm included, moving on, going to be gone. We have beautiful young children growing up in California who will be happy to replace the older people who are leaving. We've got to improvise, and we got to make this work. Anyways, yeah, Steve's got a big chance of winning. I hope he does, and I hope that we have a new vision, that we create a new vision, and so I'm kind of pretty excited about the possibilities. And I know I shouldn't get too excited about it, but optimism sometimes is a powerful thing. It just kind of opens a door. I don't know how that works, but it does seem to. All right, I think I'm done for the day. If I have the courage to share this with anybody, I will.